Yeah, oh sorry.
It's kind of boring, at least when you're just you're just walking past a wall,
Yeah.
basically. And it can make you feel a bit stand out, stand out.
Yeah.
Because you don't blend in with the wall, if that makes sense. Whereas if there's tons of shops and boutiques and doors and whatever, you're kind of fading into the background somehow, and that may make you more safe, or feel more safe.
Yeah, it's a very good comment. Do you want to say something, Sarah?
Ja, altså, jeg synes også, det giver rigtig god mening for at du siger med kedelig. Altså det er jo ligesom, de aktive steder, de tiltrækker folk mere, hvorimod de her kedelige byrum, som du selv siger, det er jo der, hvor der ikke opstår særlig mennesker.
So you're going to take those principles, and then at that street or Aarhusgade, you're going to analyze that street based on those principles. Okay, so you have here the guideline. We're talking about an active, is Aarhusgade an active street? Those facades are active. It's happening a lot of programs and exciting things on those facades. Is a friendly, a friendly lake, you know, that streetscape. Sarah, you can help me if you want. Yeah.
Ja, så er der nogle bud på fra DNG's observationer i forhold til, hvad der fungerer godt og hvad der ikke fungerer særlig godt. Ja, hvis man bare tager den øverste ud, så for den gående opleveren på en gade, så er det jo det, der er på højre hånd her, er det ikke særlig behageligt at møde de her parkerende knaller eller cykler, når du går på et fortov, hvorimod på den anden side her er i Letland. Der er det mere en behagelig oplevelse for fodgængere. Der er masser af fortov, og der er også der er god plads, man kan gå og konversere med hinanden for eksempel, og man føler også, som Victor var inde på tidligere dermed, at man er mere tryg, fordi man ikke er i nærheden af klodser på trafikken, som han er der i Argentina. Der går han jo meget til på kørende biler, som kan komme på vej. Så det vil også være sådan nogle observationer, I skal lave i opgaven. Jeg ved ikke, om I selv har et bud på et sted, som I synes er behageligt at gå. Altså noget, I har oplevet eksempelvis i jeres nærområde, hvor I bor, eller ubehageligt for den sags skyld. Det er måske lidt nemmere at forklare steder, man har oplevet det her. Ja.
Altså man kan sige sådan behageligt oplevelse, der er sådan noget, nu arbejder jeg med Kongens så sådan går rundt på Kongens Nytorv, er sådan ret behageligt, fordi der er ret sådan store pladser, altså hvis man går rundt og langt rundt Nyhavn og sådan, der er der lidt store fortog, men hvad skal man så sige, hvad der er sådan lidt ubehageligt, det er jo sådan op imod, hvis man går forbi Nordhavn, så er det meget smalle fortog, og sådan trafikken er også meget tæt på. Ja, altså der er det sådan halvbehageligt i forhold til, hvad det har været sådan, når man har gået på noget, der er meget bredt, og så går man ind på noget, som er altså ganske enkelt fortog, som er smalt. Ja. Og så cyklist, fordi cykelstien er også meget smalt.
Lige præcis.
Altså det er sådan halvbehageligt.
Det er godt.
So the first slide is very much about the facades, the role of the facades. That slide is very much about the flow and the movements and the pavements. And then you need to investigate that when you are there. And you're going to do that exercise only for Aarhusgade. So it's one street, this one. Okay? There is one more, right?
Yeah. Ja. Der kan vi også tage et uddrag fra...
Yeah, my Lily.
Yeah.
But I think those are inspirational examples.
Yeah.
It's not what you're going to find in know-how, but I think the first slide, if you come back to the first one, Sarah, please, you should follow and analyze that. Is active, vanily, meat melon, kiddly, or inactive? Can you see that on the facades there? And then you make your conclusions. But the next two slides, they are talking about experiences in different streets. And then you're going to point out the experience that you're going to have there walking in Aarhusgade. Does that make sense? Yeah? Is that right, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's the last slide, right?
Yeah. Og de PowerPoint her kommer selvfølgelig op, og så kan I også spørge.
Yeah. And all the products, we have 3 products, all the products should be delivered in A3 format. Okay? Only digital, but A3. So to follow a pattern. In terms of design, you decide the design of your report. We are just deciding the scope in whole, but how it's going to look like is up to you. In a course about urban planning, it's very important to have maps and images. So for this exercise, you're going to decide, and you should use as much as possible your own images. And you should use the maps to show where you're analyzing, where you're taking the pictures. So you need to use a lot of visual tools in your report. Okay? I don't know if you have questions now. Yes?
Hvor lang skal rapporten være?
Hvor lang? Hvor mange sider?
Ja.
Wow.
Er det 1? Er det 30?
You have 3 products. Okay? The things that I think it's a little bit tricky to answer that because it's not really only written. You know what I mean? If you take a whole page and put a map, that's going to take a whole page. So it can vary. As I said before, I'm not expecting a whole thesis. It's not that. You only have 3 weeks and only 1 week for each upskill. But for example, if you're going to do this analysis here of the facades, you need at least 1 picture for each of these points to explain. You know, so you have a picture and maybe a paragraph about it.
Ja, så det skal ikke tænkes som en rapport, det skal mere tænkes som en visuel opgave, altså hvor I oplever og beskriver. Det er også derfor, han fortæller, at det skal være på A3, for det er mere sådan, det er ikke et kæmpe skriftligt arbejde, mere en præsentation af de her produkter. Så det er det visuelle.
Hvad? En slags planche? I don't think it's maybe my Danish is limited, but it's not really a poster or a plancha. It's a kind of a booklet.
Yeah.
Maybe booklet is a good word. It's a report, but much more visual. Maybe report is not a good word for you guys because you always think about other things. But it's a booklet where you have 3 booklets. The first booklet is analysis of know-how. And then the second one is the mapping, and the third one is your proposal. But something that you could show for a client. Okay? But I cannot tell you how many pages it has because it depends how big you're going to put the picture, the map. But you should really use those visual tools to show what you want. Okay? But I could tell you a tip. For example, each of those items, you could have an image and maybe, I don't know, 1, 2 paragraphs about it. Not more than that. You know, I think that's quite reasonable. You know, so it's not that much text. But do you understand that it's a little bit difficult to say the number of pages?
Ja, det forstår jeg godt.
Okay.
Jeg tænker også, at vi kommer dybere ind i, hvad der faktisk skal laves senere hen.
Ja, og der kommer, jeg tror også, at der ligger noget inspiration op til, at I har lidt mere en idé om det.
Ja, det kan det godt. Yes. And, okay, more questions. The important thing here that those 3 booklets, you have a lot of freedom how it's going to look like. But they need to follow this encode. That's it. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you need to have. Are they okay? Yeah.
Også i den rækkefølge, eller må man selv styre det?
I think it would be nice to have everybody in the same order. As I'm thinking about the sensor. It's going to look at 20 works. So if start to be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would not mind to be another order, but do you have a suggestion of another order?
No.
No?
No, that's right now.
Okay. So I think we should just follow that order. Shall we do that? Okay. Okay, so I guess right now we're going to do the group formation thing. Okay? And a last thing, we have, if you see the program, we have those supervisions in the